July is White History Month. And if ever we needed White History Month, we need it now. It's so timely. And what's so amazing is that there are even white people who are afraid to celebrate White History Month. I've never seen anyone so afraid of their own shadow. And I've been saying for a while now that South Africa is coming to America. And lo and behold, it is here. Mommy Africa is now in America, where white people are being enslaved by the government, private businesses, and others. And religious establishment and all over. It's not just happening in the secular world. The Christian world is enslaving white people as well, enslaving themselves in some cases. So the next thing to come, short of a miracle from God, the next thing to come is that white people, you're going to have to give up your land without compensation. You're giving up your jobs. You're giving up your family. Your kids have been brainwashed. They're now being used by anti-American Marxist communist people to destroy and enslave white people. So white people have given up their children. They've given up their money, reparations, and affirmative action. They're giving up their universities. They're giving up everything. Your land is coming next because they're trying to dismantle the police departments. And once they do that, it looks like that's going to happen too, short of a miracle. And once they do that, you have no other choice but to give up your land. Because there are no police, will be no police officers to protect you. And so I was wondering yesterday about Black Lives Matter, far less radical, agitative, worse than the KKK organization, founded by a bunch of fat black lesbians. I was wondering, the same people who train black folks in Africa to take over the white people, are those the same people who are training the blacks in America and the dumb white people who have been brainwashed to take over America? Because they're doing the exact same thing. The outcomes seem to be the same all around the country. And I'm wondering, are they being trained by the same people? I do want to tell you, though, if you didn't have fear, then this would not be happening. And the one thing that the terrorist attack on America has done and is doing is instilling fear in Americans. Some, but not all, at least white Americans. And anyone who has fear is not of God. Anyone who has fear is not of God. Perfect love casts out fear. You cannot love anyone or anything more than you love what's right, more than you love God. And the only way that's going to happen is that you must be born again of God in order to love him. You must be born of him. You got to overcome the fallen nature of your mother and be born of the risen nature of your father. That's the only way this is going to happen. Sorry! The American tar baby is here today. See? It's just the way it is. I'm looking at all the Bible thumpers People who go to church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they have fear. And I'm like, what the? But I'm not surprised. Because studying the Bible, quoting the scriptures, will not cast out fear. By the way, you can get Tar Baby, the amazing Tar Baby shirt that I have on, at rebuildingaman.com/store. When God said you must be born again, it wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke. Just going to church, reading the Bible, having a good Bible class, stroking one another, going down to the front of the church and confessing Jesus. I believe Jesus died and rose again for my sins. I shall be saved. That's not it. And it is showing now, revealing itself like no other time in the history of America that that's not it. You must be truly born again. You must be born again. Because the battle that we fight is a spiritual battle. A spiritual battle. And good will defeat evil if you are born again of it and allowed to work through you. Of ourselves, we know nothing, and of ourselves, we can do nothing. And men, you got to come back to your normal state of being. You got to come back to the Father so you can lead the way. You truly must be born again, folks. We're losing America. It's not gone yet. There are many men and women, especially millennial men and women, but not only, who are waking up, not only in this country, but around the world. I hear from them all the time. And some of them, I'm surprised. They don't look like they will wake up, right? But they're waking up. And I'm like, wow. God is good, and his mercy endures forever. You cannot, and will not have anger, which is the same thing as resentment and hate, once you're born again of God. Anyone who has anger is not born of the Spirit of God. And any man who has anger, any male that has anger, you're a woman. You are a woman. That's why you act like a female. You overreact. You gossip. You don't help point the way. You have fear. You have doubt. The woman is your God because you have not been born again of the Father. Just stuff to smoke on. Smoke on it. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.